Hi and welcome to my July review. We start off, Scorpios, with a fantastic aspect for you because your two co-rulers, Mars and Pluto, make an aspect. This is going to create a lot of intense energy that hopefully you can channel for your benefit. Now, Mars is still in Aries, which is fantastic, and this is in your 6th house. So there's a lot of energy to be directed towards your work, your daily work, your routines, and also maybe to pay some attention to your exercise and health. Now, there's also a lot of ambition connected to this aspect, and with Pluto in the 3rd house, communication will be very important. This could be a key factor. Also, you need to get all those tasks done, get all those everyday tasks under control. Now, on the 2nd, we have two aspects with Mercury being concerned here. The first one is to Saturn. Now, Saturn's in your 4th house of the home. Mercury's in the 8th house of shared finance. So this is a time to budget and plan anything that needs to be spent in or around the home. Then the other aspect on the 2nd is between Mercury and Neptune. Neptune's in that house of creativity, so this could be a very creative and imaginative day for you. There's another powerful aspect on the 5th, where again involving Mars. Mars moves into Taurus on this day and will be at 0 degrees, and Mercury moves into Cancer and will be at 0 degrees. So these are both very powerful positions for planets. 0 degrees is when a planet is at its most engaged in a sign. So these two together make it a positive aspect. There's going to be a lot of physical and mental energy going around. Now, Mars has moved into the 7th house, and Mercury's moved into the 9th house. So it's a good day to connect with people. It's a good day to talk about new ideas, new things that are coming along, and it's a very good day because you'll have a lot of confidence. You'll have a lot of belief in yourself as well. So it's a great day to start any new projects or anything that involves working as a team. Then on the 6th, we have Venus making an aspect to Chiron. Chiron's in that 6th house of work, so it's a good day when you can uplift and inspire others to maybe come on board. It's good. This is a day when people will warm to you. You may find it's a little bit of a frustrating day on the 8th because the Sun makes a square to Chiron in that 6th house. And maybe that you're frustrated that you can't get your point across or you can't engage well with others as you have been doing over the last few days. But then on the 9th we have a fantastic day. Again, another lovely aspect. This time the Sun makes an aspect to Uranus, who's in that 7th house. So this is a time when you might meet new people, and these new people will bring a different side of you out. These people encourage you to be the person that you should be, and allow you to be different in so many ways. It's also a day when events that happen will be quite sudden and may change your schedule. So it's not a day to put down plans or do routine work. It's a day to be prepared for the unexpected. But your confidence will also be high, so you'll be able to take on board anything that comes your way because we have a Mercury-Jupiter aspect as well. On the 10th, we may see a challenge to your current beliefs, and it's a time when you may not be able to get your point across very easily, and it's maybe a good time just to back off a little bit and not say things that you would probably regret later on. This is because there's a conjunction between Mercury and the Black Moon Lilith. But then on the 12th, we have another good aspect, because this time we have the Sun making a positive aspect to the Moon's North Node. And this could be a time to make an important decision. You know, we said about there's new people coming into your life and they may be having things to tell you and they may be inspiring you, and now maybe you think, well, it's a good time to take some of this new information on board and make some decisions. And we have an added aspect from Venus to Saturn, which allows you to see the bigger picture and see things for real rather than with rose-coloured spectacles. The 13th sees our full moon, but this is not going to be a particularly brilliant full moon for you Scorpios, because for starters the full moon's in Capricorn, and in Capricorn the moon is in its detriment, so it's not a good position. Capricorn stifles the emotions and the feelings at this full moon. And then the other part of the equation is that the full moon's in the third house. This is the area that ruled by Mercury, so this is the area of the intellect and of thought, and the moon is not happy in this area either. So all in all, not a brilliant place for it. But if you've got lots of tasks to do, which you probably have, the full moon in the third house means you need to get on with these tasks. So perhaps it's a good time to be devoid of feelings and emotions, because you can just concentrate on the logical side of getting everything done and up to date. Now there's another couple of aspects happening on the 13th. One is between Venus and Neptune. So this is great. This is give you a little bit of escapism, which maybe you may desire. This is going to be concentrating in the 5th house where Neptune is. This could be about love and relationships, and maybe having some fun with a partner. And then the other aspect is a Mercury aspect to Chiron. So this could be hard as well to get your feelings into words, with the stifling of Capricorn, and then there's difficulty with Mercury and Chiron. It's not a time for going into in-depth conversations. So keep it light, keep it friendly with Venus and Neptune, and all will be well. So in the 14th and the 16th, Mercury is very active and makes 3 aspects. The first on the 14th is to Uranus, so you can expect the unexpected with this. Your mind will be buzzing, you'll be wanting to take on all the information you can, you'll be very thirsty, your mind will be like a sponge learning new things, and a lot of this is connected with the new people that have come into your life. And then on the 15th there's the aspect to the moon's north node. Now this can open doors, you can maybe have messages, or you can have signs that come to you now that will help to point you in the right direction, and it's best just to go with the flow under these aspects. And then the final aspect on the 16th is the coming together with the Sun. Now when the Sun and Mercury are together, communication flows, it becomes easy. But with them both being in the 9th house, it's a great time to maybe share your knowledge with others, and also at the same time take on knowledge. This is going to be a time of exchange of what you know and what you can learn from other people. While the Sun and Mercury are together, they make 2 very different aspects. The first aspect with this conjunction is an opposition to Pluto. Now Pluto's in that 3rd house, so here you will be challenged. There may be some kind of power struggle, or there may be some difficulty that you need to overcome. And it may be that there is just a Plutonian existence that will need to be transformed. You are very good at transformations because this is what your Scorpio sign does. So maybe it's just a chance now to embrace what it is that's out there and is opposing you, and transform it into something that's more positive. The other aspect is a very creative one. It's a positive aspect to Neptune, who's in that 5th house of creativity. So this is incredible. This is great for imagination. So maybe this will help you to bring forth new ideas, creative ideas of how to approach things and how to get round things. Mars makes an aspect to the black moon Lilith on the 19th. Although this is a positive aspect, it's one where anger can come to the surface very easily. So you just need to be aware, especially in your dealings with people, because Mars is in that 7th house, so you don't want to say things that will upset people. And with the black moon in the 9th house, your beliefs could be a sticking point. You could be defending your beliefs very strongly, and this may be upsetting others. So be a bit more flexible. There's 4 days this aspect, so be flexible and be a little bit more understanding of other people's views as well. Then on the 20th we have Chiron going retrograde. Now Chiron's in that 6th house, and while Chiron is retrograde in that area, it's a good time to work with the energies here. So this is a case of looking at your health, looking at your habits, and seeing where you can make changes to improve your health when Chiron goes forward later on. It's all change on the 23rd as the Sun moves into Leo, and this is your 10th house. This is the area of the chart that governs career, your destiny, and also your public standing. So this is a time to, over the next month, to really get to grips with things. And there's no better time to start than straight away, because on the 23rd we have Mercury, who's already in this 10th house as well, making a positive aspect to Jupiter. Jupiter's in the 6th house of work and everyday routine, so it's an ideal start to begin planning and to make get things down on paper so that you can have a view in your mind of what you want to do over the coming weeks. There's also a positive aspect between Venus and Jupiter as well, and this is also very good for business and commerce and finances, but there's also one catch: it could also be overindulgence. You may take unnecessary risks or spend a little bit too much money, so just be careful that you don't overdo things. But it's a great time to start improving your conditions as well within your daily life. Communication is the focus on the 26th and 27th, because we have two aspects from Mercury. First, on the 26th is to Mars. Now this can make you a little bit touchy, a little bit irritable, so just be wary of this. Mars is in its 7th house, Mercury's in that 10th house of career, so authority figures may come under this bracket where they might annoy you or irritate you, so just hold back. Don't go off the handle, because on the 27th Mercury makes an aspect to Chiron, is in that 6th house of everyday work, so this could be a very much more important day for communicating. You'll be able to understand people, be more compassionate with people, and you'll be able to discuss things in greater depth. Also on the 27th is a coming together of Venus and the Black Moon Lilith. Now these two are like twins, and when they get together there's some drama and excitement generated, and you could meet new people. But if you do, it'll be very different people, because this is happening in the 9th house. These will be either from a different culture or a different background, or maybe even will have a different philosophy of life, so that you'll be able to learn a lot from them. On the 28th we have our new moon, and this is a very exciting new moon for you Scorpios, because it's in your 10th house. This is the house of destiny. This is the house of your chosen path, and there could be changes coming along. It's also career, it's also your public standing. These are all areas that could be affected by this new moon. And also on the same day we have a conjunction between Uranus and the moon's north node. This is happening in your 7th house, so people will be coming into your life, new people, exciting people, and these will help you to make the changes necessary. Now this aspect lasts for 19 days, the new moon's influence lasts for 2 weeks, so there's a good 2 to 3 weeks here where you can expect a lot of change, a lot of developments happening. So you need to be open to this, you need to be ready, because the changes won't happen unless you are in a state of mind where you're ready to and willing to accept them and embrace them. We also have Jupiter going retrograde on this day, and there's time to work with Jupiter while he's retrograde in the 6th house. This is a time to be of service to others and not expect a great reward for it, just to be there and do things. Also, it's a good time to look at your health and your health habits. There's another infusion of energy on the 31st to end the month, when Mars joins with Uranus and the moon's north node to make a triple conjunction. This is going to be very powerful for you Scorpio, with Mars being your co-ruler, and it's all happening in that 7th house. So other people will have a big influence on what's going to happen. You need to engage with others. You need to use their knowledge as well as your own to benefit you. Now we also have 3 other aspects happening on that day. These are all connected to your work and career. The first is an aspect from the Sun to Jupiter in that 6th house, so this will boost your confidence and also your ability to see positive in things. And then Venus makes an aspect to Chiron in that 6th house, so again, time to improve your working conditions and also your relationships at work. And then the third and final one is between Mercury's in that 10th house, with Saturn. So this is great for planning or an organisation. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please subscribe. And if you'd like to leave me a comment, I'll be glad to hear from you.